Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Princess SMP. Just so you know, if you want to see this episode and future episodes earlier than everybody else, all you have to do is become a member. Members get to see videos early, at least 1 or 2 days before everybody gets to see it. It's just a little special something I have set up for you. Also, if you didn't know, I do have a community Discord. The link is in the video description. I'm revamping it so we can have some fun movie nights and talk about Princess SMP and maybe game together. So come hang out with me. Today, in this episode, we are attending a Nazarian funeral. So I thought, this outfit is not very me. I rarely wear black, and red is definitely an interesting color, but I don't think it looks half bad on me, and it kind of gives off a Nazarian vibes with also some Indirian vibes with the Japanese style. So that's what I'm wearing today. Of course, I'm not really grieving as much as others will be, but I do wish to get a good scope of the Nether, possibly even the castle if I get a chance. I'll see if I can woo a captain into showing me around. I have to be careful though. I gotta make sure that I don't make anybody too uncomfortable. I like to tease, but sometimes people feel uncomfortable if I am too strong. And although I do not mind making a man uncomfortable, I should really maybe rein in the flirting tonight, just in case. Rowena says she's coming along. I don't think I need that. Let's see. The only thing I don't have is fire resistance, which makes me a little bit nervous. I should have worked towards fire protection. Oh, hello. Thank you for just appearing so nicely like that. Let's see. Protection. Fire protection would be good. I just don't have any good fire protection. Let's see. Protection on there. Mending would be nice to put on my armor, however. Oh. I've forgotten some blacksmithing skills. Protection. Oh, no, not protection 2. Hello, we have protection 3 somewhere. I know I have it. Ha! Protection 3. Oh, I could just... let's see if I have 2. I do. Alright, how expensive is this going to be? 4. Protection 4. And veil protection 4. And we'll slowly make our ways to the other ones. Unfortunately, that's just going to take a long time. There, these are all the books that of enchantments that I'm familiar with. Oh. Fire aspect. Breaking. Piercing. Those are all my piercing books. One of these days, I'll actually have labeled bookshelves. Let's see. These are all the spell powers. Feather falling, actually want you over here. And the enchantments that I'm not familiar with. Exhaust. I'm gonna have to research Sunfire. Spell volatility. I have something. And Skulk Smite. I have no idea what those are. Famine. But I'm eager. Backstabbing. to find... Oh, that's just a normal book. Once I have an actual house, I can move all this and actually just make this a library with all my books and enchantments, and probably have all this labeled would be a good idea. And then we can actually set up a shop of some sort. I know everyone's just trying to fend for themselves, but sometimes when there's someone dedicated to doing it, it's easier. Let me go to the castle and go to my office and double check my mailbox just in case before I meet up with Rowena. Oh, I'm running behind on time. All right, we'll do this quickly. Do I have my invite? Okay. Just so there's proof. Oh, something from Zach. Interesting. Oh, Apollo. I spoke with Captain Rixaris. He informed me that the only other enchantment he could recall was Sharpness 5. Oh, it's this weapon. I don't know if I can, but if I can get Apollo at least under my finger, that'll be great. Spell power 3. Nice. I'll take it. That was from Zach. 4 Mayron. Oh my goodness. Okay. Frost runes, fire runes, apple wine, and loyalty 1, spell velocity 1. Okay. And maybe some arcane runes as well. Here are the magical items to tell you about. I also threw in a small gift. Hope you enjoy. Draw. Interesting. Sunfire. Just mending in, and it had sharpness 5, but it doesn't have it anymore. That is also very interesting. Oh my goodness, this is a large weapon. Okay. I think it's not safe to leave this official business in my office. So I am going to go ahead and go home real quick and try and see if I can find an escort to the Nether, since I've never been there. But it doesn't seem like anybody's here, so I might have missed the group that was going. Rowena didn't even ask. Maybe we're not as good friends as I thought we were. All right. Best to put this in here. And the runes we'll place in here for now. I really don't want. Okay. In Zareth. Alright, I guess I'm coming by myself.
As well.
Oh, I am a big fan. I have recently rediscovered pancakes.
Ooh,
Hello,
excuse me.
Your Highness.
Hello. Once you pay your toll, you may be escorted by Captain to the funeral.
Alright.
I'm glad that there seems to be a lot of people for Kane. It makes me feel very good.
One moment. I'm responding to a missive.
I didn't get to
Of course.
know him for too long, but I wish I would have.
All right. Well, Mayron, if you will follow me. And Apollo, if you'd like to come as well.
Yes, the void has freed me with the mashed potato.
I'm so glad. Don't mind the pig zombies. They're harmless.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Not too harmless. I did see a few attack Royner yesterday.
Oh, lovely.
I promise they will not attack unless provoked.
Yeah.
Now, the live piglins, on the other hand, will attack without warning, so be careful.
Understood.
I know. Librarians. It was
Kane's
I'm
headstone is at the end of the line.
oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Apollo,
Reyna, hello.
You changed your blindfold. Mayron.
Reyna, thank you for the invite.
Thank you for attending. I'll show you guys his gravestone.
You had a...
I was just showing them that this is where his gravestone is.
It's very nice.
What do you want from me, Apollo?
You're really bad at this.
I'm just gonna shut up.
Are we allowed to pay respects in the Endarian fashion?
I'm not sure. That would be a question for the High Lady.
Well, then I'll just do it from here.
Anya, could I speak with you for a moment?
yeah, of course.
I'll be right back.
Oh, wow. This is a jury situation. Toll pass.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry for your loss.
We did.
I believe we met briefly. Why did it say what? Oh, not
He's not getting naked, just
Apollo. I can hear your whispering.
What is happening?
I just
Do we
need
No,
need
to
to
well-
go
pay attention to
around?
that and
You
and
might-
the button.
You might need to
No.
walk away from the chaos if you...
Do we need to go around in a circle and say all of our names?
I think that's a good idea.
No.
Yeah.
We could also do that afterwards if you like.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Is there something happening afterwards?
Please, no,
Everyone
please
can
don't.
be invited to the bar.
Okay.
Getting
And I
drunk
might-
sounds
oh.
great. I do have alcohol and sweets.
Oh,
good. I'll take our sweets.
Sweets, you say?
I'm definitely in for that.
I did not bring alcohol, as the captain has been buying out my stock, so... He
Of
can
course
provide alcohol
Rexarus
for
is
me
the one
if
to
he
buy out
wants.
stock on alcohol. I'm
Yes,
not
but
surprised.
I do have some.
Oh yes, I forgot. I brought these.
Oh, thank you for the flowers.
If I knew you were out of stock,
Appreciate
I would have brought my personal.
I think some people are coming up right now. That's not some people. I'm a moron. That's my high lady.
Oh, it's hard to tell. Behind her, behind.
Excuse me, sorry. Reina,
Hey, lady.
if you would like to begin the ceremony, I believe everyone who will be here is here.
Okay. I'm not quite sure where to stand. Do we want to speak privately as a group so that we can all hear? Or shall we just assume everyone can hear from where they are?
I think
I believe people will.
I can hear.
In here.
Well, I didn't see you up there.
Oh my goodness.
that
startled me.
Making sure no gas come our way.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you all for coming to Kane's funeral. I'm not sure how many of you knew him very well, or any of you knew him very well. He was quite closed off, actually. But I appreciate you coming nonetheless. I obviously am Reina Devereaux. I am his little sister. And, I assume this is the time for speeches. Forgive me, I've never attended a funeral or, thrown one, so not entirely sure
Is here.
what to do.
It's about to get fun.
You want to do your speech?
Okay. I can't say any of that. It doesn't fit. I don't. Okay. Well, as many of you guys know, I think I said I'm Reina, and Kane was a quiet man, to put it lightly. He had his opinions for sure, but he also my words are getting all jumbled up. Okay. Many of you probably knew him as cold and broody and more tough than the abs that he was always determined to show off. But he... Oh, I stepped on his grave. I hope he forgives me for that. Sorry. But he was also very caring and very loving. And, or at least he was to me, or people on his good side. I know a lot of you saw him as the serious, uncaring guy, but he was more than that, and that couldn't be further from the truth. I have a lot of stories from growing up with him. I've lived my whole life with him, and I remember every night when we were little, after our father passed, he had to go work in the mines, which I think is really how he got so buff, if any of you wanted the secret. And you're welcome, Apollo.
I was curious.
But he always made sure every night that no matter how tired and exhausted he was from the day, he would come curl up with me and he'd tuck me in and he would tell me a bedtime story every night of his days in the mines. And I know it's hard to imagine the man you all knew doing that, but he did. He'd promised that he'd protect me.
The more she speaks,
But we did. We promised to protect each other.
the
And
less
then
he sounds
when
like the
I was
person I'm
older,
looking for.
Kane's always been very protective. I'm sure some of you picked up on that, interacting with us. And he used some of the money that he made in the mines. Not that we had much of it, but he used what he could to pay for me to get an education. And there was this one time and I don't think he knows I know this, but a kid was bullying me, and I told Kane about it, and Kane punched him in the face.
Oh.
He never told me he did it, but when that kid walked in the next day with a bruise on his face, the same size as my brother's fist, I kind of put two and two together. He was a protector. I'm no royalty or nobility of any sort, but I imagine he is like what having a knight is like. Always protecting me and there for me. I think if he had been able to be master of coin for longer than what was allowed, he would have fiercely protected the kingdom's assets too. He cared about things like that. He was really good with money. But he was more than that. He was more than just someone who would make you think twice about crossing him. He was, I guess, everything to me. Kane spent a lot of his life working to provide for us. He did it slightly for the money, sure, but he did it not so we could not just survive, but eventually live. He sacrificed everything, including his own childhood, so we could have a future. We didn't have much, but we had each other. And he gave up so much that he gave it all up so I wouldn't ever have to live without him. And now he's gone. I want you all to think of my brother as a good man. He may not have been particularly safe or kind, but he was good. He spent his final moments not trying to assure me that I would be okay or to pass on any messages, but by telling me that he loved me. Kane wasn't a man of many words, but when he did choose to speak, you knew to listen. Because every word that he spoke was important, and every word that he spoke had a purpose. And even with his final breath, he used his words to make it count. Repeated many times so I would listen and I would hear it, that he loved me. Kane didn't throw around those words. And to be someone who was loved, who is loved by him, is an honor. And I'm sorry that you guys did not get a chance to know my brother like I did. I was lucky enough to have him by my side for 21 years. I don't know what else to say other than I loved him more than anything. And yeah. Sorry.
Reyna, would you like to light his flame?
Yes. Can I stand on the grave to do that? Am I that allowed?
I think so, yeah.
Brave, it is a muzzle clear. You are well
Sorry, my
used.
bad. It doesn't. There we go. Were there any words that anyone else wanted to say?
I had a speech planned. Kane, as I can see here today, was a man who was loved by many people. I had this speech planned, but it doesn't seem to give him enough justice as he deserves. I may not have gotten to know him or be someone he cherished. And I feel sadness that I could not experience the love that you have received, Reyna, and I am so sorry. I offer my deepest condolences.
Thank you.
Losing a brother is no sorrow that words could ease. But I hope you know that even though his time was brief, He was respected, he was valued, and he was cherished.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I have brought a flower to put down. That
Thank
is
you.
it from us.
Is there anyone else who wants to? There's no pressure whatsoever. I did not ask anyone to speak, but if anyone wishes to share a memory or say anything, you're more than welcome.
Can I?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm not good
Would've
with
been awkward
words,
if nobody
so
did said
apologies for
anything.
that in advance. But I wanted to share some memories that I had with the short time I knew Kane. From the very first moment we met, he started flirting with me, and he always knew how to make me go quiet. I never knew any words to say when he even made the slightest remark about me being muscular, whatever. It just, the smallest things made me so flustered, and I think that definitely helped that it came out of his mouth and not just anyone. I mean, how could I not get flustered with such a man standing right in front of me? He even, at the coronation, surprised me by all of a sudden saying, "How are you doing, hottie?" I was so taken aback.
Okay.
You don't think it could have had anything to do with you being a fiery heavy?
See, you'd think that, but he himself was also a fiery, so
True
The
love.
hotties hanging out together.
thank you. I also, for the people wondering, not just showed up here shirtless to be disrespectful, but I definitely do think that Kane would appreciate it in his fashion to show up shirtless. Or at least show a bit of chest.
His life goal was to wear a shirt to as few places as possible.
I'm surprised he did to his coronation.
That's only because I made him. I forced him to change.
All I
He'd
wanted
show
to
up
say
here
was
shirtless
that
if he could.
If he wasn't poor, he'd be on my list. That's
it
for
was
sure.
a very respectable man, and I bet that if he would have lived now, he would have definitely improved the Nether Kingdom. I will miss
Yeah,
him
yeah.
a lot. That was
That was very nice, very nice.
thank you.
Suppose if that's all. I don't know.
I could say something if you want me to.
Would you like to?
Sure.
Go for it.
Oh, she will say something after all. Interesting.
If you're not familiar with me, my name is Rowena Graves. And I knew Kane for a very long time. Our families were connected in some ways. He would often help commence trades between the Nether and my family for our supply of wine, and he would always reach out and try to help. I mean, any way that I would need. It's not as much as losing a brother, but today I am, well,
Do I
I have
dare?
lost a friend and a respected business partner,
Oh, he looked away. Never mind.
and most important of all, the man who had a very big heart in saving my life during the war. I will not go into much detail, but I know that he will be missed dearly by so many. And I hope he forever, I don't know if I'm saying this incorrectly, forever resides in the flame, or however you guys say that. I don't know if it's the correct usage of the term. Something about a flame. Yeah.
That's what matters.
Exactly. Yep. But I know he lived a very fulfilled life, or as fulfilled as it could be. So I know we will all miss him dearly, and that's all I have to say.
Thank you for that, bro. I believe that's probably it. Considering I know you two were the two that I know knew him. From here, I'm sorry, I'm just not ready to end it, because I'm not ready to say goodbye, but, thank you all for coming. I believe Enya said her tavern will be open if you wish to continue to
I'm gonna do it.
converse there. I will be there eventually. I wish to say my goodbyes in private.
Alright then, you heard her. To those who wish to celebrate the life
Oh,
of
I
King
love
Devereaux,
teasing men.
follow me.
Go get drunk.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god!
Who did this?
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Who's gonna die?
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay.
Rescuing.
Thank you.
Oh.
Are we all okay?
I'm.
Just head to the. Head
Are
to
you
the
all
tavern.
okay?
Need anything? Anyone else need things?
Wait, can you
God.
head count? Make sure
I
everyone's
think so.
sharing
I think so.
Here's some saturation food. Here
Oh,
you go.
where's
Everyone.
Apollo?
There's
What just happened?
Take this.
Where's Apollo?
Are you guys
there's
okay?
A body, there's a body in the lava.
Where's Apollo?
There's
It's
a bomb.
Apollo. No, I'm here.
Okay, then who is it?
I don't know.
What happened to who? Who
You're
did
not
what?
fireproof, please step back.
Where's Reyna?
Oh.
Where's Reyna?
Oh no, is she
Where's
the body
Reyna?
in the water?
No.
She better not be.
We're not water, lava. Where am I? Holy shit. What just happened?
My lord, please step back. I'm going to ask you to watch them.
Okay.
Where's Reyna?
Nobody. So Reyna is down
She's-
there with them.
Is she okay?
I am unaware. Is Pyra up
Pyra?
here? Has anyone
Pyra.
seen Pyra?
No.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Where's Pyra?
Wait, is that
Are we gonna get back?
What?
why is there dragonborn in the lava?
They can survive it.
We can
Yeah. They can. Where's Pyra?
Used to work still. Okay, everybody to the bar right now. Follow me.
Oh my goodness. What was that?
Well shit, that just really ruins my plans, that's for sure. What the
This one.
Huh.
I want to get the hell out of this dimension.
I got flung into the lava.
I got flung in there with the weather. That's the reason I went down.
If I didn't have my, well, I got the wither, but if I didn't have my football and shit. Oh my gosh.
My life flashed before my eyes.
Where's Rowena?
I saw her there. She was up there. She just
I
didn't
believe
follow
she's
us.
just overseeing the. But I've been told to escort everybody.
Actually, should be for once.
Yeah, that was scary.
Does anyone know what that was?
No, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
It was an ability, was it not?
I ask that everybody please stay in here for the time being while we investigate. Please do not wander.
Well.
How do you think I feel right about now? Yeah, I went down.
Jesus.
Do you think
You guys okay?
it was the overworldling that fell into there?
No,
Into
it's
the
fine
lava.
doing one we can't find.
Is there a way to save her if it was?
Last I checked, the overworld doesn't really, well, the people of the overworld don't really bode well with lava.
I mean, I don't think Shrieklands can, nor the Wilkins. Flower spirits kind of get away with it because of flower. But... oh gosh.
She's the advisor. Oh my gosh.
And sorceress. And librarian. And ex-knight captain.
Is it pirate?
What happened?
Where is Lord Chiron here?
They
Kyron
left.
back.
I'm gonna. And could you satisfy the guests, and then I'll quickly go and check.
Okay. Okay, well, everybody, welcome. We have, alcohol in this barrel. We have some food in this one, and, some desserts in the last barrel, free to take.
So is someone gonna tell us what the hell that was?
It was an accident, but it is an issue between the overworld and the Nether. It has nothing, no concern with Endeavor.
Oh, I wasn't sure if we could tell them.
Not telling them.
No, please.
Not
Is-
telling them doesn't do any good.
Well, someone from the overworld, can I get an update?
That is not my decision. You can speak to Lorenthia about that. Perhaps a bit
Hiring.
later. She's busy. at the
I
moment.
think things
Yeah,
can
I
be
can imagine.
pulled with Kyron.
I am merely
What
telling
if-
you what my sister said to tell you all.
Well, that doesn't help anybody if everybody else just went
I
through
know
that
it doesn't
saw
help
it.
anybody, but what am I supposed to do?
You know what, Lucette? Come with me.
Where are you?
Outside.
Where are you?
Okay, let's just all have a seat, sit down, and take a breather.
I am gonna run up
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking around for people who were still here. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Did Rowena leave back to the end?
I'm not sure.
I don't see them.
Okay, because everybody left. I think you're the only one left here. Just wanted to make sure you know.
Thank you.
Where are you?
Oh, I was like, what?
We're over
I
here. I think the
cannot-
only one left is Mayrin, right?
Everyone has returned to the end, yes.
I see.
It's okay. If you wish to be alone.
Thank you.
Of course.
Are you okay?
I just don't particularly want to be alone right now.
That's okay. You can stay with me. Let's go upstairs. We'll have a seat.
Okay.
Still bad. So it's a two-sided thing, right? Somebody passed away, but luckily the whole funeral didn't get ruined. But
Yeah, but it's
I just hope that the after party would be something better than this.
not. I feel like it's my fault.
Why would it be your fault?
Pyra originally wasn't going to come because I couldn't find her mailbox, but she was the one to find Kane's body. And
Hey, but wait. It's not your fault. Somebody else made a mistake.
is
You
that
have nothing to
knowledge
do with
public?
this.
Is that public knowledge now?
Yes, Lady Laurentia did share it to the people that were attending the funeral.
Okay, I don't have to keep that a secret at least.
Here for Vela.
Do too. Oh goodness, the Nether Kingdom is in pieces.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold off on my whole thing for a long while before I actually tell it. Don't think
This is
it's
why I
worth
tell
it.
you not to do illegal things for me.
It's fine. Maybe they won't even forget it.
They definitely won't forget it. Maybe our punishment will be trial by combat and we'll fight each other.
Oh, I just noticed
Ah,
Rowena and
this-
Thomas are back. Or at least they still here.
I'm not sure.
Well, I did pay little. I could
don't
go
sneaky with the
exploring.
walls like you do. Mashed potatoes. I said, eat mashed potatoes.
Blacksmith area, possibly. An accident, they say. A very convenient accident. Seems banshees are very powerful. That almost entirely obliterated me. Well, there goes my chances of trying to woo Lord Chiron. Quite unfortunate indeed. Look at that creature. Oh no. Well, wasn't for you. I have to defend myself in this place. It seems the Nether took a great deal of damage from the war. I'll take that. I wish to get to the castle. It seems I have to traverse some terrain, which would be very risky. I don't know if I'm willing to risk that. Is it this way? This way. I could certainly give it a shot. Oh, that was slightly unnerving. Do I wish to die today? Not particularly. Oh, this is going to require some fire res potions. And probably some fire protection. And better enchantments.
Oh, this is almost as bad as Vincent drowning himself.
I am. Sorry. All the Andarians left, and I... Hello.
There are Endarians inside.
Oh.
Hello.
I
Yeah,
thought they
that
went
was my
home.
bad. Whoopsies.
Several went home earlier.
I believe Apollo and Chris Stark.
Understandable.
As well as Nixie and our general.
I believe General Commander is inside,
Oh, okay.
but everybody else is indeed gone.
Yes, I think they're all a bit shocked about what happened.
Indeed. If
Would you like-
you'll excuse me, I have duties to attend to, unfortunately.
No worries.
Also, I just want to point there's some sort of creature lurking below the surface.
Stay safe.
Oh, that is the creature.
They're quite explosive.
Yeah.
Alright.
Jellyfish.
Is there
Okay. Everyone alright? Well, as right as possible.
I mean, I just jump at anything right now.
That's right.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I should probably heal back up to full health.
Did you need something?
I just thought I'd take a look around.
See, well, I advise you don't wander too far. It's a bit dangerous.
Yes, I don't wish to die today.
I think he's quite drunk.
Guys,
Okay,
let's move away from.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
trying to
back.
have a conversation.
Having a conversation.
This is my first time in the Nether.
Oh, really?
Although
we can
the
speak
events.
further away from the. They can still hear us.
I wish to have a look around. Would you be able to escort me?
For a price?
A price? What kind of price?
I recall at the coronation you offered a private tour of the end.
So you would like a tour in exchange for a tour?
Maybe. I was thinking more of I was not too much interested in the castle itself. Maybe other areas of the end, such as where you may reside.
Really? Do you know where I reside?
No. That's sort of why I'm asking. To see it.
Us Crystallians live in a place called Stellaris. It's the Crystal Mountains in the end.
Oh. What's it like living there?
Oh, it's quite peaceful, although it was completely wiped out during the Goblin War, so there's not much of anything left there.
Sorry to hear. But I assume you've been rebuilding your home there?
I have yet to. I've been busy trying to provide the Andirians with enchantments for their armor and weapons. However, I could... Yes, well, I don't mind it. I like to keep busy. I can always send you a letter saying that my home is ready for you to visit if you so wish.
I don't know if I can wait that long.
Why a rush?
I've missed out on a lot with the war. I assume you feel the same. Probably
I
getting
see.
through before I say something out loud and somebody overhears.
Why not?
I'll make it. No password. I cannot show you the castle, but I can at least show you around, Zareth. That's okay with you?
That's fine.
So
The
this
castle
is
is really what I want to see.
the Hellhole Tavern. It's in the middle of being built.
Yes,
I
I've been
believe-
acquainted with that one.
I believe that this is going to be some sort of marketplace. Over here is the blacksmith, which is also in progress. I like your outfit, by the way.
Thank you. I designed it to be Andirian style, but with some Nitharian attributes.
You design your own clothes.
I do. It's a good skill to have, especially when there's a war. Watch out.
Are you alright?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine.
You can hold your own, that's good. You saw up there the cemetery. The Waystone. This got most of the damage from the goblins. I believe this is the library
How to get
being
into
rebuilt
their
by
room,
Reyna.
though,
I
is the part.
believe. I'm assuming you met her. Kane's sister.
Yes, of course. She's the one who sent me the invitation to come here.
Oh, she sent you the invitation.
Yes.
I wasn't aware you were friends.
I wasn't either. But here I am.
I'm glad you came.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm unsure of what this is, so donation chest, I guess. I don't know what the plans are for this area. This is also, I guess, future site of the fortress walkway. I'm assuming this is a path that will lead to the castle. I cannot take you to the castle, as Larenthia will have my head if I do that.
I see. Well, we wouldn't want that,
I
would
don't know.
we?
Yeah, I don't know how she would feel about me escorting Crystallian to my room. Not a good look on me. Is there a
why
particular
not?
place you'd like to see?
Do you care
Don't
what
like
your
it.
sister thinks?
Yes, to an extent.
Well, all right then. Did you still want that tour of the end?
Yes, I very much would.
And now is okay, despite the events that just transpired? I'm sure there's going to be much discussion between the overworld and the nether tonight.
I helped Larenthia with what she needed. I've done all I could, and I need something, or someone, to take my mind off of it.
Well, I can definitely do that for you.
Lead the way.
Nocturna. I'm sure you're familiar with our tools, but you don't need to pay it.
How come?
I have you covered. This
It's not
way.
very gentleman of me to make you pay my toll.
I am the royal sorceress. I can have a private invitation.
You question me why I don't want to bring them into my room, and yet you are willing to make this private? Are you avoiding something?
Not private anymore, unfortunately.
Hello.
Oh. Hello.
Apollo.
Are you doing all right after recent events?
I'm fine. I cannot say the same for others, but
Understood.
It was definitely a shock
I was,
for everybody.
yes, I was not expecting to hear that my brother and best friend both went down. Because
Wait,
the
your-
devil
your
won't
brother?
shed a tear. Christar went down
Chris Stark.
What happened?
He
with Vela's ability.
Oh, are you alright?
Hmm?
I heard you went down.
I mean, I'm shooken up, that's about it.
I've never
I'm really sorry
heard
about
him be
that.
so quiet.
I think we're all a bit shaken up. Especially you two.
Well, how's the nether?
We're doing okay. Larenthia is taking care of it as we speak. And Roxos is also helping.
Want to ask something?
Pardon?
Can I ask something? Sorry.
Yeah.
Is something going to happen to Bela because of this?
I wish I could give you an answer. This is not me avoiding the question, but I simply don't know.
It's alright. It's a weird situation.
It is.
But from the sounds of it, it was an accident. I like to think.
I can also assure you Vela feels the same. Anyway, we were moving on.
Have we met before?
Mayrin, Spellstone. Royal sorceress of the
Nice.
end.
Oh wow, that's quite fancy. I'm just a farmer.
Nice to meet you. Is this your
Me
first
too.
time in the end?
No, it's not. I've been here a few times.
I see. And you're a friend of Viscount Apollo?
If he says so.
You have many friends from other kingdoms, it seems.
Good for relations.
Well, Lord Chiron requested to see the land of Crystallians, so we were just on our way to see it. Although there's not much to see since it was completely obliterated.
Yes, we do need
I'm
to.
familiar with this area,
work
but
on
not
rebuilding
not crystals.
it. I suppose you haven't seen Blackthorn either then.
I have not.
If you need any help with rebuilding anything, I would be more than happy to lend a hand wherever I can.
That is very kind of you. However, I wouldn't want you to accidentally fall into the void. It is everywhere.
It
We
is,
have guests.
but I'm lucky enough to have my way around it, thankfully.
Lucette is from the overworld.
It's just a little question. Just a tiny little question. Smaller. Who did it?
Oh yes, I thought
Wait,
that
hang
was
on.
Wasn't you?
Who did it? Who did it?
Who did?
going to say, you look
what?
very pretty. in
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
I-
you're really nice.
I will fight you.
I listened to you.
Well, this would have been a good opportunity to
fighting.
leave while they're distracted by
it's a
that.
great poster. Have you seen it?
It's a very
It's a
flattering
lovely
I have
poster.
not.
Zach.
Wasn't me.
Sounded very
You know,
guilty.
the only other people who's been around has been Jura and Sunder.
Am I gonna have a reason to kill him?
This may be a good time to break away.
Yes. Hopefully you don't get a poster like that. How would I ever talk to you again?
You're worried about me getting a poster? Oh,
Gorgeous
look,
girl like
another
you.
one. Gorgeous. You flatter me.
I will remake the group, just in case.
It's always hard to walk through the Waystone area. I always run into people unexpectedly. But I fear some may know we're alone together now. Do you
It's
have
good, that means they won't come
Envil?
interrupt us. I don't, but I'll be fine.
Alright. Is this really happening? He sounds way too interested. So, why the sudden interest in Stellaris?
I wouldn't say the interest was sudden. Ever since the coronation, we haven't really spoken since.
You've been thinking about
had a
me
chance to
since the
talk.
coronation.
You left quite an impression.
Interesting.
What's up here?
Oh, that is our waystone.
May I?
Why not?
Saves me the constant treks.
As you can see, there are many buildings that have yet to be rebuilt. Just the sacred
I see.
Torii gates are all that remained.
I see.
I'm not sure if that means goblins are respectable, or if it is true that they do hold some spiritual power.
I see.
Anyways, this is my library.
Oh. Do you mind if I, change into something more comfortable before I enter your home?
Something more comfortable. By all means.
I will be back.
Well, that was fairly easy. I didn't think this was gonna happen. The only thing is that I don't know if it would be smart to kill them. We were unfortunately caught alone. And fingers will point to me.
Sorry for the wait.
You certainly did make me wait. You certainly did make me wait. I see this is your more comfortable clothing.
Yes, the other outfit is not comfortable at all.
So, Lord Chiron, you're alone with a Crystallian girl.
I'm aware. Kind of the plan.
And that plan was?
I think you know.
Well, I am flattered. A little bit surprised. You didn't seem very interested in me the first time we talked.
I apologize. I am not used to being approached like that.
Is there something else that you want?
A little bit, but I figured you would do the talking first.
I'm asking you now. Have you truly never been in stars before?
Not really.
So it is a lie.
Hmm?
It's a lie then.
How come? Did I mishear what you said?
You haven't
What
been
did
to
you ask?
I said you haven't been to Stellaris before, and you said not really.
Oh, I thought you said, have I ever been in the stars before? My apologies.
No,
never...
Stellaris here.
Stellaris. You saw me just grab the waystone.
You've met Crystallians before, have you?
Yes, not in the end, but I have.
Not in the end, then where?
Neutral ground.
By neutral ground, do you mean the overworld?
Perhaps.
Tell me. Do you know of a place called the Crystal Heart?
Why do you ask?
Just tell me. Do you know it or not?
What's it to you?
If you are the man that ruined my life, I swear.
The man who... No.
It's already too late.
What?
Ah!
What the hell was that?
Why did it not kill you? It should have killed you. I'm a Crystallian. You would have gone down.
Were you not aware when I explained my abilities at the coronation? Or were you too busy plotting my death?
Sleazy men like you deserve to die.
Sleazy?
You brought a girl, you followed a girl you barely knew back to her home. Expecting what?
Answers. For example, why have you been asking Rowena and Apollo about me? I will gladly have this conversation if you put your weapon down.
I think you know why. I just asked you. The Crystal Heart. You know that name.
Yes, I know of it, but I am unsure of what you mean by the man who ruined your life.
Doesn't matter. You know of the Crystal Heart. You deserve to die.
What do you have to do with the Crystal Heart?
That's none of your business.
It is now. Seeing as you plan to kill me over it.
Why aren't you going down?
We can do this all day.
Who are you?
Kyron Azer. I feel like you would know my name.
Is that your true name?
Yes.
I have a hard time believing you.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to tell you.
Ugh! Why aren't you
So we
going
do this all
down?
day.
Is this what the fungal mage thing is?
Yes. You should be lucky. But
So if you knew I was going to kill you,
telling...
if you knew I was going to kill you, then why did you come here anyways?
I needed you to get the first strike on me.
Why?
Peace of mind. Knowing that I was not going insane. Knowing that there is definitely a reason why you approached me at the coronation.
And now you know why.
Guess I do.
So I
I
need
do
you.
not wish to kill you. That would do both of us no good.
Unfortunately,
I don't know if someone like you could kill me anyway, but I do not wish to
Oh.
hurt you.
I can try in other ways.
Be my guest.
Ugh!
Do you want to do that again? Don't you dare. Come back.
Shit. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Shit. were supposed to die. Oh, but for real, Mayrin, what would you have done after you killed him? You knew it was risky. But he knows about the Crystal Heart. He knows. He's been... No wonder he wanted... No wonder he wanted... Shit. Shit. Mayrin. You're gonna have to go into hiding now. Fuck. What does this Lord want from me? I just attempted on his life. What do you want from me? Money?
I could ask you the exact same thing. No, I don't care for money. I want to know what you want from me.
To kill you?
Why? I have done absolutely nothing to you. I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression, but...
Doesn't matter. Like I said, you're just like the rest of them.
I elaborate.
Why should I have to?
Because I've done absolutely nothing to you. I've done nothing to warrant this hate unless you naturally hate fungal mages, which I can understand. It's in our history.
No, I just naturally hate men like you.
Like me, what? Lords? By that logic, you hate
Lords,
Viscount Christar.
nobility. You
Did I
think
hurt your feelings?
Did you hurt my feelings? No. I could care less about you.
Oh well. Certainly not giving that impression. Tried to kill me 5 minutes ago. I don't know if I would deem that as not caring, but you do you.
What do you want from me?
Answers.
Why aren't you running to your sister now to tell you about the attempted murder? Why are you bartering with me?
She has enough on her plate. You know what happened tonight. You have eyes, don't you? I also don't want that for you.
And why is that?
You fucking kidding? The Empress probably hates me. Don't know why, but that's the vibe she gives.
I'm fully
Don't,
aware
just
of the
more drama
Empress
with
learned. If she learned about what I attempted, I would lose my job. That doesn't matter to me.
I don't wish to make this a thing. May I ask you something?
Well, since you seem so eager to talk, and I can't seem to get away.
You will neutral, but what is your connection to the Crystal Heart? You mentioned it.
That is for me to know and for you to never find out.
I know of the Crystal Heart.
What do you know about it?
Well, there's a brothel, not much else. I was very little, so I never entered. But I know.
And that is the truth.
People personally who did. Yes. I know people who have, but I never did.
And how can I trust your word on that?
I don't know how to prove I never went to the Crystal Heart. You
do realize I don't trust you at all. And that your word means nothing to me.
You don't trust me, and yet you just tried to kill me multiple times, and I am not running to my sister about it.
I don't know the reasons for that, besides the fact that you don't want to stress your sister out.
I don't want to stress you out either. There's obviously something deeper that I'm not aware of, and I... How dare I try to be a good person?
I'm not pouring my life story out to some guy who just tried to sleep with me.
You don't... I did not try to sleep with you. Like I said, deception. Is that not your entire game?
So what, you followed me back to my place because you wanted to talk to me?
To an extent.
Men. You keep asking me what I want from you, but I think the real question is, what do you want from me?
I don't know. I just... I want to know what your issue is with me. What... This... A guy who made your life hell, or whatever you said?
Like I said, I'm not sharing my life story with a lord of the nether that I barely know.
You almost
Especially not you. Well, I wasn't planning for you to leave my house alive, to be honest.
Should have done your research. Or maybe paid attention at the coronation instead of trying to fantasize of ways to kill me.
I wasn't... Do you promise to keep this a secret?
I don't often say this, but this is very fitting. I swear by the flame, I will not say anything to anybody.
And how can I trust your word?
I've just sworn to the flame. Something that I've never sworn in my entire
I don't
life.
understand this flame you speak of. I need you to... I need collateral that makes sense for me. An Endarian, a Crystallian.
Will my life suffice?
You'd offer your life.
Is that comical?
It is.
Then what do you suggest, since obviously you know everything about anything? Nothing to say?
If you promise to keep your word, then I promise not to attempt to kill you again.
Yes. However, if you do try to kill me again, like I did tonight, I will not hesitate to give you the same treatment, but I hope it did not come to that.
I will not.
But yes, I
I don't... As much as my hatred for people like you burns hot, I do not want to fight in the arena of the Nether anytime soon.
I agree. Thank you for at least being willing to talk to me.
You're thanking me after I attempted to murder you. And now I'm bartering with you to not murder you again so that you can keep your mouth shut.
I can be an asshole about it if you wish. Are you into that?
Just leave before I change my mind.
You're not gonna... You're not even gonna tell me.
Tell you what.
You're gonna give me more information regarding the whole reason why you're after men. I also heard something else. Actually, never mind. That is not important.
If you continue to keep your word, then maybe I will give some information. But that will be my own decision. You will not be able to force it from me in any way, shape, or form.
That's fine.
Why are you so interested in my backstory anyways?
I don't know. You tried to kill me. I feel like this is now my problem too. Multiple times, might I add.
Well, you're kind of stubborn. You didn't die the first time, which is what it was supposed to happen.
Well, I was kind of expecting you to do that. Why'd you think I changed? Can't really fight in those clothes.
I realize that now.
What, did you expect I was changing for something else?
Of course I was. With the mood you were bringing. Now you're laughing at me, huh?
It's a bit funny. Your whole thing about deceiving men, bringing them to your home. Played along?
Netherin, do you want to die, or are you going to leave peacefully?
Alright, I'll leave. Good night. You won't say it back?
Ugh! What the heck? What? The fuck? I need some information on this Lord Chiron stat. I don't believe him for a second that he knows of the Crystal Heart. He knows that it's a brothel. He isn't admitting to knowing me. That doesn't mean he didn't go there and get services. Any man that does that is good as dead to me. Gosh, I wish it... I don't want to see his smug face ever again. Shit. He knows that. Shit. Oh my gosh, Mayrin. The predicament that you have got yourself into. That's not how you spell. Whatever. I don't know what Rowena is up to, but I am in need of a drink. She better be coming here with alcohol. What just happened? Who is this? I shouldn't have agreed to not kill him. Frick, if they don't keep their word, though. And I would have pointed to me anyways. Marin, you're so freaking stupid. Shit. If he's not...
Marin?
Did you bring alcohol? Please tell me you did.
Yes, I did. Why do you need it so badly?
Were you not there at what just happened tonight? Pretty sure I just watched somebody die.
Yes, I think we all did.
Thank goodness.
There is currently, before you down the wine I'm giving you. There is currently a meeting happening in the vault.
Oh, great. Am I supposed to be there?
It's a court meeting, so I would assume so. Let's go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need another drink.
I gave you 2 things of wine. You have access to the vault, do you? Do you have it?
Nope.
Pick me up. They're in the group. Same password as the name.
One, I wasn't alone.
With?
I was with I go with Vincent, and I went with Raina the last time I went, and then I went with Chris Stark as well.
What did I tell you? I said preferably with a knight.
Yeah, but no one they weren't available, and I needed milk.
Did you ask?
Yes, they were resting.
But then, Ms. Graves, you actually had a proposal of your own.
Which proposal?
I had talked about the proposal of no one leaving without an escort.
Oh, propose. Let me see. We secure the border, make the Eternal Portal basically a priority above the trials. We build up that area, and we make the Waystone to the castle or Nocturna not public anymore. That way they have to use the Eternal one. That one may be public. And we basically force them away from the castle. Is that the one?
That would have to be the one.
Yes.
I do agree with that notion. I think having easy access to the castle is not safe.
No, in many ways. I do agree that is our best course of action to take. Though I do want borders to be strengthened. Please try to monitor most people who use said portal. Meaning, I'd like for someone to be guarding said portal at all times.
I will have Violet be on mostly guard duty.
It would also be nice, since the Eternal Portal is quite close to Blackthorn. The Dragon Borders will be nearby.
Yes, they would have to pass through either us or the Crystallians to get here.
I think it's important to note that the Banshees can go intangible.
So making it out of obsidian is probably a good bet.
Yes. I do think we should at least entertain the notion of building a fortress around the portal.
I have a ton of obsidian if needed.
Okay. I don't think we can make it purely out of obsidian, but we can certainly line the inside of the walls with it.
Then we shall do that. For now, for the rest of the day, Apollo and Kristark, you are not allowed to leave your rooms. You may stay with each other, but I do not want you leaving.
Not even like
May I suggest they just don't leave the inner findings of the royal court, meaning the inner walls of the castle, restricted them to their rooms, may not be.
I mean, that's easy for me.
This shouldn't be seen as a punishment for them. They were the ones put in danger by others.
Yes, but they are taking that risk by going outside of where it is safe every time.
Well, I just mean inside of, like, the initial walls of the castle. Like, not being able to leave a specific room is a bit restricting, within my opinion.
Oh, I see. I was.
Do we have anyone within our walls that are foreign?
We, last I checked, had 2 overworld people, but I do have Zach watching them.
Then you are to remain within the castle walls.
Okay.
I mean, that's easy for me. I don't really want to go anywhere.
Good.
No, you weren't allowed to leave anyways.
I didn't want to leave in the first place.
I'm so sorry.
May I put out another suggestion for the any coming and goings of foreigners?
Go on.
I noticed that the Nether has special codes for their toll passes. I suggest we do something similar. Somebody could easily duplicate one and try to use it again as proof that they've paid.
Issue with that is that we can't give them individual codings. That's multiple different shops to allow for that to happen.
Well,
They share the same name tag.
Well, can't we just have, like, a specific amount of passes for a day? That be the code for that day, then we just change it the next?
We can.
We could rotate them through the days of the week, which having a different code for each day. So 7 different codes.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't tell anyone the system of the codes, it might scare them enough to not try to use them again.
They also wouldn't understand how the code works.
Exactly.
I have noticed a lot of Netherians specifically, though, do keep coming to the end, mainly for experience. I know most of them go near Blackthorn to kill the Enderman.
Yes. The Endermen do spawn abundantly in Blackthorn.
There is also a bottle of wine that I sell at my shop that gives you... It doesn't give you experience, it makes experience easier to obtain. I don't know exactly how it works, but it could easily double the amount of the experience that they gain from being here just by drinking that wine, as the base of it does last for a minute. That has been selling out of my shop recently. And I do know that Captain Rixaris has been the one recently buying out a lot of my aged wines, and including that one.
I will say, he does seem to have a lot of money.
He also seems to have a lot of Eternium items.
Interesting.
He claims he finds them within the Nether, which I am inclined to believe to an extent. However, in total, I believe I have received about 10 Eternium weapons from him.
It is only 1 ingot per weapon, so unless you're speaking of the large swords and axes.
In full, actually.
Yes. I do not mean the regular, like, shovels and pickaxes and such. I mean the glaives, the claymore, the
Great
scythe,
hammer.
the grey hammer, the war axe, I think it's called. Most of them are, yes, the sickles. They've been put in that chest up there. As well as an enchanted one, which I've recently sent over to Mayrin to have a look at.
Well, I know it is technically possible for us to find netherite, so I am inclined to believe it is possible they can find Eternium.
Yes, but do we want them to have access to Eternium?
Well, don't we already have logs and restrictions on how much Eternium you can take out of the end?
For trading, yes.
We do not have we don't have a
some
price on it though.
regulations,
Mm.
but
And
that's
even then,
mostly
we're
on
not
prices.
supposed to make it low. Even though it's not supposed to
Alongside,
leave.
we can't be certain if they're being truthful about how much Eternium they're taking out of the end.
And given that Eternium is actually stronger than Netherite, it is a cause for concern.
Mm.
And even then, I don't know why they would even want it when they have Fire Ruby.
Hmm.
While Fire Ruby may be better armor given its igniting effect, I do believe our weapons are better.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't help they have goblins within their realm, so I'm not personally a fan of them having access to it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And while the captain seems truthful, it is a cause for concern how much he has in his possession. Just in money, materials, weapons, everything.
If we're still talking about distrust of the captain, I will say that this is really just like a great connection. Kane had warned me about them, saying that they did not trust them to the fullest. And apparently there was some sort of beef happening between Rixaris' family and the Devereaux that I do not know of, but he had warned me about Rixaris, or the captain, and not to fully trust them. So if that is anything, that was brought up. And I thought he just meant in business. I did not think he had meant as a whole.
So he did give me a totem the first time I met him and told me to stay safe.
He did the same with me as well.
How do we feel about putting restrictions on the Nether?
I suggested that earlier.
I am all for it.
I also completely agree.
I agree. There's just someone in the Nether that I would still like to see, but what restrictions, how strict are we going with them?
I'd say I wouldn't want them near the castle at all.
Okay.
I second that notion.
No Netherians near the castle?
No.
I will just voice the concern of public relations. Things are already tense with the trial, and I don't want things to get worse. But obviously, if you all think that it's best, then I'll agree to it.
As we do not know how they are obtaining such Eternium items, as well as this incident, although it may be an accident, I do not trust them. Goblins, Eternium weapons, nearly killing my family. It is not acceptable. By any means.
I agree.
Then let that be a decision made.
Alright then.
while we are all here, may I motion to change the topic to another matter?
Before
that
you
I
do,
feel... Mhm.
I just believe if we are going to add a rule such as that, that should be written and sent out to the other princesses promptly.
Agreed. I will write one if I can get more books.
I do have book and quill if you were.
If we are going to be swapping to the portal, will we be providing the coordinates to the portal?
They don't.
Because I don't actually think any of them know where it is.
So, what we could do is just make that Waystone global instead of the one at the castle.
The Waystone itself brings us to the end rather than outside the portal.
Correct.
But
If we
could...
don't want them to directly have access to the Eternal Portal, we could move it somewhere else.
I do have an extra waystone if we want to just create a new one.
We could do that.
Create it in a secure location. That may be better.
We could place it in Blackthorn if the citizens of Blackthorn are okay with that.
We had already discussed moving the Blackthorn waystone in front of the military center, so we could just do that now and make that global.
I would prefer that, as Blackthorn is more protected because of its dragonborns. And
That
it's
and
nuts.
to get to the castle from Blackthorn, you would have to fly quite a distance over the void.
If we still wish...
Which I'm not sure if any of the others are capable of doing it.
That means we will have to build some bridges.
Well, the foreigners have no reason to go to the castle, so I don't think that's actually necessary.
Some of them
Everyone in the end already has access to our castle waystone.
If we ever choose to host some sort of event, though, at the castle.
Then that will not be an issue until then, because I do not want to hold
I'm sure
one.
by the time we decide to hold an event, most of this will be handled and we can swap back to the main one.
True. Do we, if
I do
we
agree
want
that
to keep the Eternal Portal something that is only for Endirians, then I still think we should build something around it that, with obsidian, if we don't want foreigners having access to it.
That would be preferable, especially if they do not know about the Eternal Portal yet.
I don't believe they do.
I'm not convinced that anyone does know about it.
From the
Then-
conversations I've had, I haven't heard anyone speaking about it, so...
Then
We can ask the rest of the Endirians if they know anyone that's ever used it, but I think it's safe to assume it's still secret.
Then we must cover it. I don't want them to use the portal if we have another waystone we can use.
So I think that should be put into position sooner rather than later, so as soon as possible,
I can
right?
get it done tonight.
Okay.
All of it? Both buildings.
Well, I can
and...
certainly get the waystone situated.
I can give you the obsidian.
I can start on a blueprint for the buildings. I will just need help gathering materials.
Alright.
I currently have my hands a little busy with my deadline, but feel free to ask Zach. I'm sure he's available.
Gladly.
Then that is what we'll do.
Rowena, you had something you wanted to discuss?
I mean, since we are all here, I wanted to bring up something that has a specific individual that has been bothering me for quite some time, but I have also recently learned has overstepped their means. So there is a specific individual by the name of, I don't know their last name, their name is Jura. And thank you. Jura Barlow. And they are a bartender who owns a bar in the end. They are Crystallian, and they have made it more than
give off a Crystallian aura.
they have made their attention more than known that they plan on competing with me. That is perfectly fine. I do not mind competition with my winery. That is not the issue at hand. The issue at hand is the fact that they spoke disrespectfully towards Apollo the other day, as they felt as if they had the entitlement into telling him what he should and shouldn't be doing as someone who is not a part of the royal court. To my knowledge, I believe they are just a bartender. Then they should not be speaking towards him in that light. Apollo, you can elaborate more than I can on that.
A way to put a man on the spot.
Do you want to just explain what happened?
In simplest of terms, I was given, ironically enough, the Lady of the Nether, Vela, and Roinar, a full tour of the end as they expressed interest in it, and I thought it wise to keep the Nether on somewhat good terms with us. During that time, Jura appeared and she gifted myself, Roinar, and Vela beer, as she gave one to myself as a thank you for making her a helmet. However, as the conversation went on, she continuously made jabs, in the simplest of terms, at my character. And while I understand I am not the most serious of heirs, I am still an heir, and she was speaking in a very aggressive tone towards me and making inappropriate comments in front of foreigners, which could have been taken very wrongly have I not already established a relationship of sorts with Ruinar and Vela.
She had essentially brought his integrity into question. As from what, if you want to know specifically what was said, Apollo had explained to me that Jura had implied he had nefarious intentions, with those who have lost loved ones, i.e. Reyna and or Nixie, in terms of taking advantage of their grief. Which is something that should not be implied of Apollo, as he has not done that. But it also is not something that she should be speaking on, as he is an heir, and to imply that of an heir would cause a lot of issues diplomatically.
I shall speak to her myself.
Yes, well, I'm currently not too fond of her.
I can understand why.
I will say, it does seem that some people have forgotten to speak with respect. It is different if you know someone well, but by all means, Ms. Barlow does not know Lord Apollo in that way.
Then let me be a reminder.
I should add, I spoke to Jura for advice on how to respond to a situation, as it was regarding the issue I recently spoke with you about, Helen, and I was not sure how to go about it. So I asked her, because again, to my knowledge, she's a commoner. I asked her what would she want someone to do in this situation, and she then proceeded to hold that above my head the other day and made a snide comment about how I do not care to know how commoners feel, which is entirely the reason why I went to her to begin with.
Seems as if I will be meeting Miss Jura in person.
Currently, Zach is with Lucette and Jura at her bar, so.
I will say she has also spoken outwardly at hand towards me. But it is more so in the sense of her wanting to compete with my winery. Like I said, I don't mind competition. You know how good my business is. I am not worried about her at all. But there are two ways that I could deal with her in that specific way. One, I can make a deal with her and make sure that she doesn't step out of line again. Or I have other means of dealing with her.
I believe I will speak to her myself. If this happens again, do let me know. For now, unless someone else has something to say, this meeting is adjourned.
Yes, one more thing. I just want to update you on the list you gave me previously for your grocery shopping. I have made trade deals with the Bellfire, or Bellfire is their name, of the Overworld. The cow. Let me see what has been paid for so far. The ice has been paid for. The wool has been paid for. The 2 cows have been paid for, and then Apollo added to my list for gunpowder, and that has been paid for. The only thing I am waiting to hear back on are the 32 gas tiers from the Nether, which I also made a deal with with Reyna, and then the 32 poppies, and I will obtain the stack of Endermite meat myself.
Alright. Apollo, for what need do you need gunpowder?
So, well, I can't do it now. I have an elytra and I was planning on using it to fly around the end in a faster manner. I did some yesterday and it is quite fun. However, I do not plan on taking any adventures alone now.
I will say, we can craft gunpowder. It's a slight pain to do, but we can do it.
I believe we need something from... Oh, can.
It's everything we can source here. No, I'm not saying you should do that. It's just an option.
How long are we stuck in Castle Grounds?
Until further notice.
Can I have an escort to check on my chicken?
Very well.
Yeah, he's talking to chickens.
I'm not talking to
I'm
chickens.
well aware.
I don't talk to them.
I don't.
It's very lonely.
Do they talk back?
They say things, yes.
I see.
care to elaborate?
That's why I don't go outside. Then I don't start talking to chickens.
Yeah, that's why you don't go outside.
Oh, I'm sure, Chris Ark. Like they say chicken noises, and I nod, and I pick up Mark Jr.
As much as I love this conversation about chickens, is this meeting adjourned?
It is. Farewell. You all are dismissed.
Your Highness.
Would you like me to accompany you?
Why not?
Where will you be heading off to?
Stellaris.
Yeah, that's how I feel right now.
I'm not sorry. I needed another drink.
You are so fine. I have more if you need it. Are you okay?
What the? No, I'm not okay. I'm far from okay. Wait, was that normal? I don't know.
You care to elaborate on what is going on?
Do you have more wine?
You also got a bottle right there. Yeah.
I'm saving this one. It's your XP wine. It's fairly expensive, you said.
Yes, it's been getting bought out. I will probably have to raise the price on it, honestly. But
That's why it's precious to me. I don't want to use it unless I really need to.
Okay. You already said you are not okay. Is there anything that I can do? Other than give you alcohol?
Right now, alcohol is all that's on my mind, to be honest.
Well, if alcohol is all that you are wanting me for, then here's the last bottle I have brought you. If I'm not needed for anything else.
I hate men.
Why? Why are we... I mean, that's a fair statement, but why? You can't just say things and then not elaborate.
Stupid Lord Chiron.
What did Chiron do?
Just know that I never want to speak to him or see his sleazy face ever again.
Chiron?
Yes.
I thought Chiron was a woman.
What?
I thought Chiron was a woman. Chiron is not a man?
Funny.
Hmm?
I said that's funny.
Why is that funny?
Hilarious, in fact. Simply hilarious.
Okay, do we want to, like, elaborate on what's happening here and, like, tell me what's going on, or do you just want to make snide comments about the situation, not tell me what's going on, but still expect me to supply you
I
with the-
still
with
am
alcohol.
processing what happened.
Okay, well then, tell me when you're ready to talk about it. Because I've dealt with a lot today, and frankly, I do not have time to deal with you just using me for alcohol. So
you can take your last bottle and these. Oh, and if you wanted to know, I did receive a wine from Jura.
Lovely.
They sent it to my
Fucking
mailbox. Wasn't like I could reject them anyways. You can go if you do not wish to stay.
Well, do you want me to stay?
It's fine.
Fine.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. No woman would ever do what he did. I feel truly alone. Doesn't matter. I've done things on my own for a long time. I got myself out of that situation, and I can get myself out of this. Plus, for some reason, I have this lord wrapped around my finger. I think I need to lie down. I rarely ever sleep. It's not very exactly healthy for a Crystallian, but I think I may need to. And that's all for this episode of Princess SMP. Oh my god, that was a... What even happened today? What even happened? I mean, I got my chance to attempt, but that did not go as planned. Also... I don't know what my plan B was after I did that, but you know, here we are. I did not, oh my gosh. I can't believe someone died at a funeral. Oh, things are gonna get spicy. We're only on episode 4. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, if you like this episode, please let me know in the comments down below. I like to read your comments and theories. And also, we have a community Discord, if you did not know, for you fans of Princess SMP. If you'd like to share your fan art and theories, or just read other theories and view other fan art, we have a fan Discord in the description below. You should definitely join it. It's pretty fun in there. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.